And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to FC Cincinnati versus New York Red Bulls in the 2023 MLS Cup playoffs, round one, East round one, game one. Of course, Red Bulls won their wild card game back on Wednesday. FC Cincinnati, the Supporter Shield winners, going to play each other at TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati looking to keep their good season going, or I would say to get the lead on keeping their good season going. New York trying to prove that they're actually hot right now. Who's to say? As of right now, Houston is still beating RSL 2-1 in the early game of the day that we did not cover, because I thought these next two would be better. So there you go. But Corey Baird might actually be hurt there. Oh no, he's up. Good. But Houston looks like they'll take their game one over RSL, which I'm not surprised. And then, of course, we have St. Louis versus Sporting. The second game that I'm covering tonight, the third game of the day. Then, of course, tomorrow we have Seattle-Dallas, Orlando-Nashville, Seattle-Dallas. And then on November 1st, we have Columbus versus Atlanta. Because they don't want to play on Halloween, but they're still playing CONCACAF games on Halloween, so we'll be live for those, don't worry. No breaks. Not many, at least. So, there we go. Starting 11s are as follows. For FC Cincinnati in goal, Roman Celentano. The back three, Ian Murphy, Matt Miazga, Yerson Mosquera. The midfield four of Alvaro Barreal, Junior Moreno, Obina Nwobodo, Ray Gaddis. The front three, Acosta, Luciano Acosta at the 10. The front two, Dominique Badji and Brandon Vasquez. Yeah, they just realized Bupenza ain't nothing. They ain't starting him. Unless there's an injury I don't know about. Interesting. Which, getting the shield and them resting their team, their players, doesn't really answer that either. So, well, there you go. Starting 11 for the New York Red Bulls in goal, Carlos Coronel. The back four, Kyle Duncan, Andres Reyes, Sean Nealis, John Tolkien. The midfield four, Omir Fernandez, Drew Yearwood, Frankie Amaya, Luquinhas. And the front two, Tom Barlow at the 10 and Elias Manuel, the hat-trick hero, at the 9. The striker position. 4-4-1-1. Man, that man Troll Zane likes to do random stuff, doesn't he? I respect it. Definitely a solid Cincy. It should be. How we doing, Red Bull Insider? How we doing? I'm going to watch this get some final whistle blown. I mean, by the time it changes, should be just about to start the next game. Hype for tonight. Me too. Me too. Should be a good game. I'm having fun watching this playoffs as a neutral. Yes. Everybody has a bad game. It's not. Everybody has a bad game in the NFL. Some just have more bad games than others. But the Chiefs had a bad game. It is what it is. And besides, Mahomes was sick anyway, I heard. So Brandon Perna is going to be legitimately happy, though, after that. I actually am happy to see him happy. I can't wait to see Brandon Perna's video about the game. I like Brandon Perna. Cool dude. I like to see him happy, you know? Good for him. Good for him. So, and besides, I do like the idea of that F the refs coffee, you know? I love that idea. I wish I came up with it first. The fuck the refs coffee blend. I wish I came up with it first. And put it in a yellow bag because, you know, how pro refs wear yellow most of the time. Because that's how I feel all the time about these dumbasses. So, I'm also happy for Isaiah too, but he doesn't make content about the Broncos. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Isaiah, but Isaiah at least had Miami, you know? He at least has Miami and the Nuggets and all that. I don't know if Perna's a Nuggets fan or an Avalanche fan or anything else but a Broncos fan. So he's actually been tortured. Isaiah hasn't been tortured as much. He can just focus on other things. So that's why I just said Perna first. Besides the content, you know. Should have told me like 10 hours ago. Well, I'd rather be in City Park anyway, but $8, that ain't too bad. I know. I don't know. Lamau. This one is our Super Bowl for the year. How the mighty have fallen. 5 minutes. How we doing, Henry? Could the Dolphins beat the Chiefs? No. The Chiefs will not have another bad game. They'll run the damn table. Trust me. Oh, wait. They got to go to Germany. Ooh. Well, I don't know. Who are they playing in Germany? How we doing, Rory? Well, actually, 7's a lot. Chip him! Oh, it's off the bar! That could have put it away. Jesus. Artur puts it off the bar. If he just put that a bit lower, he would have had it. It would have been game over. Dolphins and Chiefs in Germany. You know what? They may actually lose. That's next week in Germany. Yeah, the Chiefs may actually lose. Please score. You got a bet on or something? It's not like you got to play one of these teams until the Western Conference Final if they somehow upset St. Louis. You got a bet on? I didn't know you to be a bettor. Corey Baird for Ibrahim Aliyu. I mean, by the time this is over, the next game's going to be about to start, so it's fine. We'll do some early extra coverage, and then, you know, why not? 2-1 Houston. I don't take my eyes off an MLS match, especially in the playoffs. I really don't want to sign into Apple TV on my freaking computer. Don't allow a goal, please, Lord, don't. At least the other two games are on Fox. So if I had to, I could pull it up on, you know, foxsports.com. I have Houston. I have Houston winning this tie too. And then Isaiah has them winning the whole damn thing. I'm not going that far. Could Houston win the whole thing? I could see it. I could see a reality where that happens. Am I going to put my chest out and say it's going to happen? No. I think St. Louis. I still feel like St. Louis is going to win the West. But at least we're in Champions Cup. I pray. I pray that St. Louis plays Forge in Champions Cup. I pray. Would I be there in orange if that happened? You're damn right. But I would still be there for, I guess, leg 2. But I'd be there in orange. Don't worry. Forge over St. Louis. I wouldn't be mad either way, though. I'd be happy either way, but Forge over St. Louis. I think St. Louis will, too. Me, too. They don't play until Monday. They have an off day today. They have to go to Arizona. Do you know how long I had to wait for this damn team to win versus the Chiefs? All the pain and suffering and occasional blowouts I had to endure for 8 years ended today. Yeah, I feel that. There's always that bogey team. And the Patriots still can't beat the Dolphins. Hi-oh! Thank God they had that game where Antonio Brown just magically appeared and then disappeared right after. If they didn't have that, we haven't beat the Dolphins in ages, especially in Miami. If we didn't have that game, so even good teams have to worry about that. I can see it. Houston has energy. You know what would be toxic? Houston versus FC Dallas Western Conference Final. Well, technically it'd be a Frisco, but still. Well, no, actually it would be in Houston. My bad, but technically Frisco. But you know, it would be an ALCS rematch, Houston versus Dallas. But the Texas Rangers are Arlington. Arlington is Dallas pretty much, just like Frisco is. Same situation. Same situation. Congratulations to Sabao FC. They're now back-to-back Dominican League champions and qualified to Caribbean Cup. Mocha is the runner-up. Also Atlantico FC, Puerto Plata as non-finalists with the best aggregate record in regular season in Liga. Oh, damn, Pantoja fell off a cliff. Lol. Oh, Marcelo Flores scored a goal. Good for him. I knew Tigres smacked Chivas, but good for him. Lamau. Xavier Howard didn't play, so imagine what the scoreline would have been. I have no idea. Arlington is downtown Dallas. 98th minute. Full time. Houston wins 2-1. They got game 1 win, Houston. Let's move on to Cincy, New York. Welcome to New York. Well, actually, that's not yet. They don't play in New York. Well, technically, they don't play. They play in Jersey anyway. Ah, hell. There we go. Thoughts on the best of 3? I like it. Now, my dad did bring up a good point when I talked to him earlier. He said it's weird that it takes about 20 days to play a 3-game series. He's right. That's the one thing I don't like. But they kind of did it for a reason. I was like, they did it for a reason because there's an international break like right after the first round. If they're going to stop the playoffs for an international break, you'd want a round to be over and not the next round to start. Back when it used to happen like that, when it was the 2-legged ties, it was in the middle of the first round. They're the conference semis, so the international break. So, this one's better. This format's better. You have the first round, then the break, then conference semis, conference final, MLS Cup. So you have wild card, first round, international break. But I think you could do the first round quicker. You could. Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, or something like that. Or Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. And do it within less than 14 days. Like 10 days instead of 20. But you know what? I get why they're doing it the way they're doing it. Game's on FS1 tonight. Yeah, but it's also on Apple TV. And I have Apple TV. So, only if this game goes to penalties will I bring up the penalties on the computer on the Fox Sports app so I can turn it to St. Louis. And we'll probably do the penalties on the next stream. If that's the case, but who's to say? We don't have to worry about that on the next stream, though, or the next game. Stays on Fox or stays on Season Pass. New York wins by 3. I've not seen New York play this year. You didn't watch the wild card? You were for sure. You are definitely lost, my friend. What a close game. Houston versus Salt Lake. I agree. New York Red Bulls has 58 playoff matches. They're 20, 30, and 8. Cincinnati has 2 playoff matches. This is their third. They're only 1-1 with this one to be played. When will Belichick beat Tua? I have no idea. Probably never. And we're off. We're off in Cincinnati. Foggy, foggy Cincinnati. It looks like Slender Man has came to play. Cincinnati in blue, New York in red. Happy Halloween. They're playing in a foggy stadium. How fitting. How fitting. How fitting. Let's go, Red Bulls, says Sebas. I think it's fitting for Halloween. Halloween. The second to last game on Halloween ends with a foggy game in Cincinnati. Jesus, this is going to suck. I don't know if that's going to hurt or help. It probably won't help. I've never seen a football match so foggy. I've never seen it. So this will be interesting. Very interesting. Plays forward. This will be very interesting. Badgie loses the header. Makes me wonder if they let off the smoke devices. It looks like it's actually foggy. No, it looks foggy near Noonan as well. So not just as foggy. How we doing, Angus? With the fog, I'm not sure. It depends if it starts to clear up. Yeah, it even looks foggy in that type of shot. So it's actually foggy. Okay. Smoke doesn't do that. Flares don't do that. Playing forward. Luciano Acosta. Moreno. Acosta loses the ball. That was Moreno passing it to Acosta, so I can't really blame him. I'm not sure. Definitely interesting. It's Sebas. I know it's Halloween, but I can't help but plan for Christmas and the holiday season, a.k.a. November 1st, December 31st. Well, you're already playing Mariah Carey. Game getting chippy already. There you go. Haven't seen you in a while. Happy to see you back. I'm glad I didn't. How many times do you want to see me depressed? Like, Jesus. How many times do you want to see me depressed and angry? There's got to be a limit. It can't be that fun. You thought. Three minutes in. Just a bit outside. Need to get my list of Christmas movie requests ready. Everybody can hit me with requests if you want. Have you seen Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? Well, you know what the good news is? You won't see me pissed off for the rest of the year. Okay, no, wait. Canada does play. You're right. Okay, for the next month. Well, less than a month. Okay, there's a couple more chances you could see me pissed off. But what about St. Louis? Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that evil on me. Besides, it won't piss me off like Toronto or Canada can. But don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Or Italy. Don't put that evil on me. Jal Santa Claus. That's the name for the holiday season. Hey, if they get to MLS Cup and they host, there better be a Jal Santa Claus tifo at City Park. There better be. That's genius. I wonder if they'll think of that. Or the Western Conference Final, because that technically is in December. But if I don't see a João Santa Claus tifo at the Western Conference Final or the MLS Cup Final, if they make it, you messed up. You messed up. Okay? You messed up. Luligans, you messed up. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But it better be. Grinch is a dope movie in real life, the real life, and the cartoon. I like the live action one better. Jim Carrey is hilarious. Didn't he do that? Didn't he do the Grinch? I think he did. It's so chaotic, it has to be Jim Carrey. Best of 7 series for MLS Cup. If you want them to play into February and have no off season, sure. Do I look French or do I look Greek? No. So no. I could care less about France versus Greece. I don't eat snails and I don't eat spanakopita. I don't eat hummus and I don't eat snails. So I don't eat snails. I don't know. That's just what Jim Carrey does. He's quirky. Okay. Good. Seventh minute. Jim Carrey is 61. That's crazy. You know, if that puts things in perspective, like you think about Matthew Perry, he was only 56, mid-50s. And he didn't see, I mean, you never thought of him that way because of Friends. You don't think of Jim Carrey as 61, but at some point, you'll realize how old he really is. Let's put it like that. 8 minutes in. Like, try to make this point. Billy Joel, right? I love Billy Joel's music. Like it's new, like it's brand new. I love all his music. Even though he's in his 70s and he's about to stop touring, or at least stop the MSG residency. All I know is if I'm close to a Billy Joel concert, I am very near going. I don't care if it's Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis, freaking Louisville. I don't care where it is. If it's within a freaking 6 hour, 8 hour distance, I might just do it. Kansas City. Because at this point, you don't know when. I want to go to a Billy Joel concert at least once in my life before he retires or passes. At this point, I know I ain't gonna make it to New York. But if he's like in Chicago, I have half a brain to say, fuck it, I'm going. Fuck it, I'm going. Or Cincinnati, Nashville, Louisville, Kansas City, St. Louis. I mean, of course, St. Louis. But Memphis, Minnesota. Like, at this, because my point being is, right? My point being is, at some point, if there's something you want to do or somebody you want to see, you got to take that opportunity. Because you don't know when that last opportunity will be on either end. So. Oh, and I know I'll never, speaking of artists I like that's older, I'll never see Randy Travis in concert. I know that for sure. So I ain't gonna let the same thing happen with Billy Joel. Let me tell you that much. Because Randy Travis can't sing no more. He's still alive. But he had the stroke that he can't sing no more. And hearing somebody sing Randy Travis's songs with him on stage isn't the same, which is what he's doing now. That ain't the same. Shot over the bar by Red Bulls. Yeah, that sucks. That is awesome. I may have to check that out. I may have to find a way to check that out. That's awesome. That is awesome. I mean, it's funny because like 3 weeks ago, people were like, oh, Kirk Cousins should be traded to the Jets to save their season. Or he should be traded to the Patriots, and now he tore his Achilles. Like, Kirk Cousins may not have a career anymore. Like, he's up there. Like, he's getting up there. And, oh, by the way, it's a contract year. Not the best timing. Not the best timing to tear your Achilles. Not that there's any ever good timing, but especially not in a contract year when you're in your mid-30s and you're about to cash out one last time. 13 minutes in, corner. Not good. Over the bar. Bad for the Vikings. They suck anyway. Daniel says, I want to see Mariah Carey in concert. Yeah. I mean, Mariah Carey's a good artist, but yeah, true. 13th minute. Cross in. Saved. They could. 3-2. Are you crazy? Again, if a European team is playing a CONCACAF team, I'll cover it. Am I going to cover a European friendly? No. Euro World Cup qualifiers, if it's Italy, I might. I could. Will I cover the Euros tournament proper? Yes. Especially Italy. But I have that in the morning, afternoons, Copa America after. Like, I could easily go double or triple. I'm certainly covering Italy in the Euros. But they got to make it first. They'll make it. You said that last time about the World Cup. I know. Corner for Red Bulls, 3-2. Is that a prediction? I agree. Yeah, they're in jeopardy, but they have to beat the Bears. I don't see them losing. Hold on. No, there's no halftime in the MLB. And they don't do seven inning stretch shows either. Unless you're Creed. I mean, the Texas Rangers did have Creed perform. Because, they've been listening to Creed. It's funny how Scott Stapp always shows up around baseball. If you remember Marlins Will Soar, you'll get the joke. Which they should have done Rangers Will Soar. And besides, Marlins Will Soar wasn't that bad. I mean, the original You Will Soar that he reworked it into Marlins Will Soar is a better song, but yeah, I'm a Scott Stapp / Creed fan. I know. Yeah, I am. They're not losing to Poland or Bosnia. Why am I talking shit? Why am I talking shit after North Macedonia? I don't know. We are the defending European champions. There's a difference. We only had missed the 2018 World Cup, but St. Louis. I think it's going to be St. Louis. Biased slightly, but I think it's realistic. Yeah, but they said she was also a plant for the Vikings. So, I don't know what to believe. I did cover the Italy-England game back in March, yes. I didn't cover the one earlier. Nice. And that's past the post. Trust me, I'll cover more Italy next during the Euros. They'll make it. So they just build those rides, or they've been there? How we doing? Welcome to the show. Check out Nerdy Soccer Guy as well. He's got a good channel up and running too. 18th minute, 0-0. Red Bulls aren't playing half bad. I legitimately think Troy Ozan might have just lit a fire under them. I think he may have. 28% possession, but they haven't been scored on. I would have thought they would have been scored on by now. Cincinnati is fraudulent. And they're not even playing Bupenza. But then again, Badgie ain't good either. Man, when they lose Brandon Vasquez, they're in trouble if Bupenza doesn't get hot quickly. Because Brandon Vasquez is going to be gone in the winter. Don't know where. He's gone. Europe, of course, but where in Europe? Where in Europe? I mean, maybe Feyenoord moves on Santi in the winter and they go for Brandon Vasquez. It'll be interesting. I wasn't underestimating Red Bulls. They're the 8th seed against the Cincinnati tied Toronto's point record. They did tie Toronto's point record, but there's still like 3-point records after that they couldn't hit. It's like somebody's going for the point record every year now. We did it first. Yeah, now you suck. Why do we do this? I think Ajax lost with a Lozano hat trick hits hard. Well, at least Lozano got a hat trick. Playing forward Red Bulls. Elias Manuel, could he score his 4 for the playoffs? No, he doesn't. Man only scored, 3 goals in MLS, and he scored 3 in one game? Seriously, Red Bulls have been in better positions in the past 14 years, and they've lost the MLS Cup. Are they actually going to do this? Red Bulls have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Supporter shields with Marsh and Armis still couldn't win the cup. 8C with Troy Lezane and a freaking half dig at his team's statement might have just done the job. You still have hope for Ajax? Yes. They're not going to get relegated. They'll do enough to stay up just barely. Just like Lyon in France, because they're both in the similar situation. If you haven't seen Viza's video, it's a very similar situation, but they'll both stay up. I'll believe it when they're down. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's a free kick. Like, yeah, that was a little bit. Sometimes I don't like seeing people do bicycle kicks like that close to a defender. Just seems needlessly violent. Seems needlessly violent. Yeah, that's a foul. Like, if you're in open space, sure, but somebody, like, right there, come on now. The Red Bulls look good. I mean, it's only 28% possession, but for 28% possession, they haven't got scored on, so, I mean. And the good news about this, the first round, is if it's tied, you go to penalties. There's no extra time at all. So you could shithouse 2 wins out of 3. Now, once you get to the conference semifinals and all that, then we have a harder talk. But Red Bulls look promising. If they actually had a good striker, cut your losses with Van Zier. I know he got hurt, but cut your losses. Red Bulls are going to end up making the cup final and wearing their piss yellow kits too, aren't they? Yeah, they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever and wear their horrible kits. Oh, no. If they play St. Louis, they would have to wear the piss yellow kits. No! Or LA. Seattle, no. They could, well, it depends if they actually do enforce the colorblind thing. But Toronto's worn red against Seattle almost every time they played Seattle. So, you know. Both teams to score. Yeah, I think so. Shot, goal! There it is! Alvaro Boreal finally breaks the deadlock for Cincinnati. Puts it into the far post. Beats Coronel. It is 1-0 Cincinnati. Alvaro Boreal. There it is. Do a Boreal roll. That did not go. Yeah, no. Oh, there's a fusion dance between Moreno and Boreal. And I mean Dragon Ball Z fusion dance, not Steven Universe. That, oh, damn, Coronel. Oh, he could have. He came way too far off his line. Nope. He got way too close in. Yeah, he did that to himself. At least he didn't get nutmegged, but he did it to himself. He did it to himself. Comes off his, pulls off his line and gives the angle. You can't do that. Both teams score. I still think Red Bulls are going to score. Just a hunch. They've been playing arguably well. Have you seen the new USMNT kit? Looks just like a 2020 kit. The USA kits have been legitimately horrible. At least the home kits have been horrible recently. Like the past 2 home kits. Like the past 3 home kits have all been horrible. And honestly, I like the 2021 kit. I really did. I really liked that kit, the 2021 Nations League kit. But even then, it was okay. I can't say it was horrible, but it was boring. The last one's been horrible. And I think the white kit before that was they never wore the women's 19 kit. No. I love that 2018 kit they would have worn at the World Cup. That's the one I have. I love that kit. That was creative. Their away kits are still fine to a certain extent. I like that red kit they wore at the 2019 Gold Cup. I liked that blue 2021 kit. I did not like by the way, I did not like the Stevie Wonder kit. That was ugly. The Stevie Wonder kit with all like the stripes and just random directions, that was ugly. I stick with that. I call it the Stevie Wonder kit. Because it's like a blind person drew all those stripes. And then they just like there's a diagonal stripe, there's a straight stripe, it's like they put a freaking cargo net all over the kit, just painted it red. No. I didn't like it. I love the blue away kit that the women and men are wearing right now. I love that kit. I liked the away kit at the World Cup, but I'm kind of glad they replaced the away kit like basically instantly. When is Canada getting a new kit? They didn't even get one for the World Cup. Oh, my sweet summer child, they already have a new kit. They got new kits during the Nations League. You just couldn't tell because they're pretty similar to the current one, the ones before, and then the ones before that. But if you notice, it has the different sleeves and that little neckline, like the neckline panel and then the sleeves, but it's basically similar. Like there's no difference. I don't like it, to be honest. I wish the men could have wore the women's home kit, because that woman's home kit is pretty nice. Like the one with like the black leaves, like the red and black all together and the black leaves, and there's a gradient to it. I like that. I like it. The USA lets the men wear the women's kits. That's genius. Oh, and they're a Nike team too. Oh, and the Mexican men wore that polka dot kit that the women were supposed to wear during the World Cup if they would have made it. So, why not? My point being is I want that Canada women's kit from the World Cup this year, and maybe the Olympic kit. I don't know if they'll wear it during the Olympics. But, of course, with the Canada badge, not the Olympic badge. But I can't get it because they're not in men's sizes because it's a woman's only home kit. At least when it comes to Japan, that cherry blossom kit, which I want that too, that's in men's sizes. Because the men could wear it. I think the men have worn that cherry blossom kit. Canada's cheap as shit is the point. They're cheap as shit is the point. Now they put the black and red together, which I thought was genius. And put a lot of maple leaf sublimated on the shirt. And you could say, but what about the possibility about bad memories with that shirt? They made the Olympics in it, so I guess it's sort of been a little bit, it's still a nice shirt. The bad moments have been soldered away. Thoughts on Chucky Lozano? I mean, he's playing well in the Netherlands, in the Eredivisie. He's playing well. I'm happy for him. I think he's better than what he was at Napoli. I think Napoli just never went well for him, except 1 year with Sarri. But when it was Gattuso, he didn't play well with. He didn't play well with Spalletti. I don't think he would have played well with Garcia. I think he had to move. And it's good to go back to a club that loves him and it supported him. So you know what? He feels at home, and he's doing well. So, most boring kid is Switzerland. They never change. Yeah, I agree with that. He scored a hat trick today. I know. I said he's playing well. I kind of like the Cincy kits now. I mean, the home kit, it's grown on me. It's funny because when I did the kit rankings, you know, it was mid, but it was lower mid. Again, because I rewatched those. But I still love their orange kits. Their orange kits, I hate that they're going away this year. After this year, because that orange kit was freaking amazing. I like orange. But I love that orange kit. That Junta Juvent kit. I loved it. If I put a Cincinnati kit in my collection, it would be that one. I know. I'm happy for you. Broncos won. How we doing, Mile High? I'm honestly happy for you. Barrial. Isn't Santi top 3 goleadors from Europe? I think he is. If he ain't number one, I'd be shocked. But here's the problem. I mean, they're probably only going to say, oh, top 5 leagues, top goal scorers, and leave out the Eredivisie. See, that's the problem. For me, Santi is probably on the feeling. I think he's the best goal scorer in Europe right now. Numbers, I mean, he has to be up there. I know it's October, so the season's got a bit deeper, but he's been scoring goal after goal after goal. Like, I don't think Holland's even gotten there yet. And that dude's a robot. So, if somebody from the Eredivisie could win the European Golden Shoe, it probably would be Santi Yepez. I mean, Holland could probably catch up to him, but he hasn't yet. Hey, I like that polka dot kit. Hey, I like that polka dot pastel Mexico kit that they wore at the Gold Cup. Like the green polka dots and the white. I liked that. I liked it. Messi, La Noche, Miami, Toronto FC, Carnival kit, Alonso Coelho, Argentina Messi. I need one for Copa America. Argentina Messi. And Forge. Home. From this year, of course. Last time I saw Marcelo Flores play for Mexico, he missed a penalty and played like crap. So, no. He has to do more. They gave him a freaking, what was it? A throwaway cap before, and he played like crap. So, no. Earn it. Earn it, Wonder Kid. Earn it, Wonder Kid. Make your pageant dad proud. Go make your pageant dad proud, Marcelo. Because he lives vicariously through you. He can't be any worse than Linez, though. That is true. Plays over the top. I feel like Marcelo was swayed by his father to pick Mexico. I don't think he did that himself. I think he would have given Canada a chance and won for his father. Basically controlling him. But hey, if he gets Fikayo Tomori, you know what? He deserves it. Flores. Marcelo Flores' dad is worse. The man is legitimately a pageant dad. Shot by Costa. Goal! Goal! Golazo! Luciano Acosta with the chip. The net was empty. All he had to do was put it away, and now it's 2-0 Cincinnati. Luciano Acosta. Wait, was that a middle finger? Nah. Luciano Acosta. MVP? Linus. No, Antuna. Linus still had his moments. Antuna. Coronel goes way too far, and Acosta just boom. Nobody to clear it. Dead to rights. There it is. Luciano bigger than Tigres. Maybe you should go there. Cincinnati would never let that happen, and well, Cincinnati owns Red Bull. That's what happens when you don't fill out your stadium. The last time you played them in the playoffs up till now. Red Bull's gonna Red Bull. I legitimately hate it for him at this point. Red Bull gonna Red Bull. Bigger Tronco Funes Mori. I mean, he's the only choice you gave me. Besides, he is a Tronco. Especially for the national team. So. Henry Martin is good, but he should not be near L3. Henry Martin. Tronco. Can Cincinnati beat America? No. They were about to play each other, I think. They could have played each other, but they didn't end up playing each other. Hold on. Yeah, Cincinnati beat if Cincinnati would have beat Nashville, they would have played each other, and they probably would have been curb stomped. But then again, Nashville beat America. I don't know how the hell that happened. I watched it. I still don't know how the hell that happened. Okay. Yeah, that probably looked legitimately stupid. Robert Taylor got to get his weight up before he does that. Probably also get a good tan, too. But at least get your weight up. Now, if you dress up like Rodrigo De Paul, now that can make sense. But if you're talking about the Miami bodyguard, no. Now, if you dressed up like De Paul, it makes sense because they're about the same body type. If you're talking about the Miami bodyguard, that just looks weird. Probably looked weird. I get the point. But in my eyes, during Halloween, if you ain't that body type, I mean, if you're a kid, I get you dressing up with whatever you are. But if you're an adult and you're going to a costume party and you dress up like Lou Ferrigno and you're not freaking yoked to the gills, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be dressed up like Lou Ferrigno. True. Well, I mean, shit, they put a lot of money into him. I mean, why wouldn't you? Better to be safe than sorry. Which, I mean, the Messi bodyguard thing really just proves that MLS isn't a place where you could get serenity. Especially if you're a really big player. I need a Christmas tree pizza. That just sounds weird. Like, how do you even slice that? Like, do you get like square pieces or triangle pieces? I don't even know how you would slice a Christmas tree pizza. Like, it just seems like it would be an absolute freak show, especially when you slice it. It probably looks amazing when it looks like a tree, but then you have to slice it. Then it would look like a freak show. So, stuffed crust Christmas tree pizza. That's honestly probably even worse. Do they have some in that body armor container? Cooler. Slice it however you want. Like having like square pieces, then triangle pieces, and then sometimes Christmas trees just don't work. Christmas tree pizza is one of them. The other one's Jim Curtin's Christmas tree. Have they won a cup? Yeah, but I'll still kick out at 2. You make it successfully F5 me, but I'll still kick out at 2. Pesto on pizza. Okay, that sounds pretty good, though. That sounds good. 42nd minute. Oh, I had a deep dish pizza a couple of days ago that was like not Philly cheesesteak, but spinach and artichoke dip. That was awesome. Like, I had the spinach and artichokes like above the crust, like on the crust, but then there was cheese and a similar look to the dip. Like spinach and artichoke sauce with cheese and feta and some sausage. I did take off the onions and tomatoes because I'm not a fan of onions and tomatoes. Like, I like grilled onions, but like those were not. Those look like they were half cooked. And the only thing I like when it comes to tomatoes is ketchup. Tomato slices? Hell no. Well, okay, my bad. I do like tomato sauce, but my point being is tomatoes, like fried tomatoes, tomato slices, no. No. I mean, ketchup and tomato sauce, I mean, you get the point. Tomato sauce, marinara, spaghetti sauce, sugo, ketchup, all the same family. If it's a sauce, I like it, my point. If it's a tomato slice, no. Even if it's a fried green tomato, I can't. No, it's not me. I do love fried pickles, though. Why would you do that? There's Berea Pizza. Sounds like a good idea. I'm actually chilling eating pizza while I see the Red Bulls, seeing them actually effing suck. Hey, at least the pizza sounds good. At least the best of 3. Free kick taken. Header. 44th minute. Berea topping. Peanut butter's good in chili. I don't even really like chili, so. Pesto. Like the crust. Like pesto flavored crust. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I want St. Louis to win MLS Cup, and I think they'll win MLS Cup. I think both. Like, I like chili cheese fries, but I don't like a chili dog. I don't. Okay, no. I do like Frito pies. Does anybody know what a Frito pie is? Or is that a redneck thing? Do Yankees make Frito pies? I'm not that much of a redneck. Or I should say, I'm not Cajun. I don't eat alligator and I don't eat rats. I'm from the Delta. I'm not a Cajun. I'm not Creole either. I agree. LA Knight should beat Roman Redneck thing. Thought so. Kind of could have told you. I could have told you. I miss having Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is pretty good. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Raising Cane's is pretty good. I like Raising Cane's. It's a really good restaurant. Really good chicken. Really good chicken, but you got to eat it pretty damn quickly. I'm not saying it gets soggy, but they serve rats at Popeyes. I don't think they meant to, but they definitely did once. I could have remembered that happening. Fried alligator is delicious. I ain't gonna try it. I ain't gonna try frog legs either. I ain't gonna do that either. Nice. The pie. Kane loves pie. No, the pie. Kane loves pie. Kane loves pie. No. And here comes a fight. Best celebrity wrestlers: Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, Bad Bunny, Johnny Knoxville. Do not remind me of that Johnny Knoxville Sami Zayn match. It was good, yes. Sammy loves the match, yes, but I think he was hard done. I think Sammy being part of that match was a clown show. Sammy deserves better. He was in a WWE title match earlier this year, a year later. I know. He should have won the damn thing. Should have never put him against Johnny Knoxville. That's an insult. That's an insult. That is an insult. Even if he loves the match, because if you watch the Stone Cold sessions or whatever, Sammy loved the match. But, I mean, yeah, if you look at it from his perspective, I mean, that was before the title run and all that, or the title chance, but whatever. Halftime, it's 2-0 between Cincinnati and Red Bull, but I feel like it was an insult. Nah. Yeah, he did give you two. Or he did give 2 goals. That was honestly one of the best matches of the night. Yep, I've seen that clip. I agree. He has been mistreated. Chargers will win 30-0. Yeah, he should have been in WWE title conversation back in 2016. At least he finally got a title match. And him and Kevin Owens had a good tag title reign, I guess. But hell, even his NXT title reign was too short. Sammy's. He had the moment, then they took it away from him. He had a 2-month title reign, he barely did anything in it. Hell, it wasn't even too much, it was more like 50 days. I still love that moment from New England. NXTR Evolution. Sami Zayn beating Neville. That was a good moment. That was a good match. I love that match. I just wish Sami had longer than the less than 60-day reign. I don't know. Hell, besides the Intercontinental Championship, he had the tag titles. Okay, it's better. He's gotten better treated for a while. 3 Intercontinental title reigns, tag title, NXT Championship. Red Bull gonna Red Bull. I mean, you're an 8 seed for a reason. No. Even if I went to Nolans, I won't do it. I didn't have a Thanksgiving outfit last year, and I don't have one this year. Because on Thanksgiving outfit. No, I didn't have anything special. And I'm not going to wear anything special this year because I'm just at my house. Like, I'll wear a Mississippi State t-shirt and then wear a jersey for the Egg Bowl. Simple. I ain't wearing no suit. I ain't wearing no khakis and polo shirt. Nah. I could wear a Mississippi State polo shirt. I had one. Like the script logo on it, but looked like a frat boy, but no. Looked like a frat boy was at Davis Wade in the Junction, but no. Come on, Red Bulls. Yeah, I mean, they sort of gave away 2 goals, but they haven't been too bad. That's the sad part. Mm-hmm. I agree. Thanksgiving, I don't have special outfits either because what's the point? Yeah. If we're going to talk about feast holidays and special outfits, that's Easter. Not that I've ever even wearing a special outfit on Easter, but that's more what I connect special outfits to is Easter. Red Bulls have more expected goals. Huh. Now, how the hell did that happen? 36% possession. Good. If you're still here, y'all remember you by next year. You're still here. The older you get, the faster it goes. That's actually scientifically proven. I'm suing WWE for $20 million for wasting Sami Zayn's potential. You need a Harvey Specter or Mike Ross, because I'll gladly take that up. You need a Harvey Specter or Mike Ross, because I'll gladly take that up. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, and we'll move on. Sit tight, we'll be back. We're back for the stats of the half. We're back for the stats of the half. We got 3 shots to 6, 2 shots on goal to 1, 62% possession to 38% possession, 222 accurate passes to 113, 79% to 68%, 9 foul to 10, 1 corners to 3, 3 shots to 6, 2 shots on goal to 1, 282 passes to 167, 79% pass accuracy to 68, 1 yellow card to 0, 0 red cards, 0, 13 throws or 10 throws to 13, 1 offside to 0. And we got 2-0 for Cincinnati. Cornell gave away 2 goals to Cincinnati. And that's pretty much what has got Cincinnati the lead. Red Bulls haven't looked too bad besides that. But they put themselves in positions to allow 2 goals, or at least Cornell made some bad decisions when it comes down to goalkeeping, and it's allowed 2 goals. But Red Bulls haven't been too bad, but I don't know if they'll come back. I think Cincinnati could feel a bit comfortable, but if Red Bulls score early in the second half, we could have a different discussion here. Yeah, that's true. Oilers are winning 3-2. I'm sure there's glitches in FC 24. It just came out, 2 months ago? There's still going to be glitches. Hell, they never really fix anything anyway. If it ain't a problem in Ultimate Team, they won't fix it. That's what I found out about any EA game, whether it's Madden, EAFC, college, football. They don't have a baseball game. NBA Live, do they even do that anymore? 4 more games left in round 1. But after today, we only have 3 games left. 2 on Monday, 1 on Wednesday. Because they're not playing on Halloween. Which may be a smart decision. I don't know. Santi Jimenez better than Messi in his prime. Are you okay? Alan Pulido, they're showing him as the player to watch. Are you sure about that? Because I heard he hurt himself on his run-up. On the penalty. So, who hit you with a lead pipe? What? Second half about to start. Henry Martin better than prime CR7. Yeah, he's high. Maradona and Pele were much better. I mean, my dad would agree with you on the Pele thing. I don't know about Maradona. I don't agree. Messi and Cristiano are better than Pele and Maradona. Like, Diego Maradona, if he was still alive, would tell you Messi's better than him. I don't know if he'd admit Cristiano's better than him, but Maradona would have, whether he was sober or not, would have told you that Messi was better than him if he was still alive. Or when he was alive. I think he said it anyway when he was alive. But certainly now. If Maradona was still alive, he'd tell you Messi was better, straight up. And I think that counts for something. I think that counts for something. 400 grams of crack. Yeah, we have that in common. 400 grams of crack. Yeah, that seems about right, actually. Yeah. Considering, 14 grams of crack wouldn't say anything that outlandish. $1,400 grams of crack. Now that's just Narcan. Now that's just Narcan level. Dylan Nealis about to come on. Peter Stroud. Cameron Harper. He couldn't even make the takes that he wanted. 1,400 is. I would hope that Narcan is out around the corner. Maradona personally saying that Messi's better than him. Yeah. I think he actually did when he was alive say it, but I'm sure he would now. If he was still alive, you know what I mean. Chicken and white rice tonight. Yeah, I had chicken and fried rice, so not too different. When I'm at 1,400, I'll say Miazga better than Prime Maldini. Oh, you better not. You really want to set me off, do you? We're off in the second half. Do you really want to set me off? Because that would do it. Don't disrespect Paolo Maldini. Don't do it. Or Fabio Cannavaro, for that matter. Drew Yearwood for Peter Stroud. One of the subs for New York. Sean Nealis for Dylan Nealis. So the brothers get swapped for each other. Okay. Omir Fernandez for Cameron Harper. You better not speak. Don't disrespect any Italian center back. Baresi, Maldini, Cannavaro, Chiellini, Bonucci. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, Italians are the masters of defense in the game of football. Like, if anybody is a master of defense in the game of football, in soccer, calcio, whatever you want to call it, it's the Italians. The Italians have the best defenders. Chiellini, Bonucci, Maldini, Baresi. Don't play that game. Matt Miazga wishes he was even a quarter of any of those guys, let alone the full package like those guys. So don't. That's why Serie A is very difficult. It's a very defensive league. Okay, so we agree on that. "47th minute. I was just thinking about that meme set from the Europa Conference League final. I feel like Italy fell down in offense since 2006. Yeah, I agree. I think their offense, they have definitely not created as many offensive prospects they have as defensive or midfield. And look what happened. They have to rely on a guy who's half Argentinian and half Italian, Mauro Retegui. At least he finally went to Serie A. I agree. I don't disagree. Ciro Immobile was never the guy, at least for the national team. He never was the guy. Insigne and Bernardeschi, they were good for a while. They finally They freaking carried an MLS or a Euro win to an MLS big payday, both of them. And now they both won out. Yeah, Balotelli definitely shot himself in the foot. Figuratively, not literally. He didn't completely do it. He didn't really do a Plaxico Burress. He just figuratively did a Plaxico Burress. But I wish Balotelli was a lot more disciplined. If Balotelli was more disciplined, he would have been the guy. And I don't think we would have had these problems. But I wonder when Balotelli's a free agent again. I don't know why you chose the Bears. No, I picked the Chargers to win. No, I didn't pick the Bears. I picked the Chargers to win. No, Chargers, no. Do you think the USMNT will win? Luca Koleosho is eligible for Italy, USA, Canada, Nigeria? No. I think Koleosho will be Italian or pick Italy. I don't think he's picking Canada. I think the USA has a better chance than Canada, but I think he picks Italy. I feel like Brazil's heading into the same direction. These new Brazilians are undisciplined. I agree. No, I think they're too disciplined. No. I think they're too disciplined. Brazilian football was always about the pizzazz, about they never followed the rules. Not the laws of the game, but they never followed the classic way to play the game. They had the samba football. They went forward. I think they're too disciplined now. They don't, yes, they still have the skills. Yes, they still have the street football at times, but you don't see Neymar pulling off rainbow flicks like Ronaldinho did. I agree. Joga Bonito is dead. Because they made it. Because they choose to kill it. Because they thought it would be... Because the Brazilians thought it would be better to be more professional, do it the way like everybody else did it. But the reason they were winning was because they did it like nobody else did it. They became too professional. It's the opposite for Brazil. They should be more. They should be more undisciplined. They should be more undisciplined. They should do it the way that Brazilians do it, not anybody else. It's been that way for about 15, 20 years now. Since Ronaldinho and Ronaldo started to fall out of the national team, it really became a thing. They're more European influenced, so to speak. I think they're too disciplined. And I think Carlo Ancelotti, if they get him, isn't going to be good for Brazil. Not because Carlo does not suck. I think it'd be amazing for Canada. But Brazil, he is the same situation as they've been in. He may be better than their current manager, but he is not Joga Bonito. He is too professional. Carlo will not bring back the Joga Bonito spirit. So what are we doing? That's the question, is what are they doing? Like, if he's not going to bring back the spirit, what's the point? You know? I don't think he fits Brazil, Carlo. I don't. Header, cleared away. Red Bulls are starting the half pretty well. I don't think if he don't bring back the spirit, what's the point? The first time they won without Joga Bonito. I agree. Yeah, it's a very similar situation. I agree. Yeah. I agree with that. Actually, that's a good comparison. 53rd minute. Brazil fans say the team been too defensive under Tite and that he's a fraud. I agree with that. That's true, but you could really tell with Brazil. How we doing, Mile High? Welcome back. Luquinhas. Stroud. I honestly think that Canada would fit Carlo Ancelotti better than Brazil would. Not that I'm saying we're going to get him. I'm just saying that Canada would fit him better. That's true. I'm not going to lie. That's true. That is true. I mean, look at how they did against Germany. They really shouldn't have won that game, but it looked like they deserved to win that game, and they at least drew. Shot blocked away. Luquinhas saved by Celentano. I agree with that. I've never really, I agree. I haven't seen a good Brazilian coach in a long while. A good while. Like at least 3, 4, 5 years. I have not seen a good Brazilian coach that isn't an old coach. Like Luis Felipe Scolari is like the last great Brazilian coach. Andre Villas-Boas is just Portuguese. But Villas-Boas, like if you notice, the big managers in Brazil, at least in the club game, that win are Portuguese. Like, remember when Jorge Jesus went down to Brazil? I know he's in Saudi now, but I'm just saying. Portuguese, Jorge Jesus. 56 minute. It's not Brazilian Portuguese, so. There's definitely a lot of things they have to fix down there, but they got to bring back the Jogo Bonito spirit. Simple as. And I don't know. I would hope. I don't know, I would hope, but I think I would like to see if TAC agrees with that, to be honest. But just from my look at things, I think he would. I'm sure he sees it like I do. I don't know. John Tolkien. Free kick. Cross in. It's like Argentinian coaches are more successful than Brazilian managers like Diego Simeone, Tata Martino, even though he failed with Mexico. Yeah, there's more Argentinian managers around the game in multiple places. Like Marcelo Bielsa, Simeone, Tata, Guillermo Barros Schelotto, but okay, no, we shouldn't go there. Yeah, still know his name though. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that one. Vasquez almost. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't want to say Guillermo Barros Schelotto. I think he got railroaded at the Galaxy, but, I don't know. I think the Galaxy wanted a yes man like Vanny, and they got him. 58th minute, 2-0 Cincinnati. My mind tells me Red Bulls could come back in the next game. Well, they're playing at home. If they fill out the stadium, that would be good news. If they could tie the series, that would be great. But at least they're playing at home. In MLS, it's very hard to win on the road. So if you got a sweep in this tournament, you're a true contender, is what I'm saying. Welcome back, Mike. How we doing? Red Bulls could come back the next game. I don't know, but they got to win at home. See, here's the thing. If they're a real contender, you'll sweep. Because you can't, it's hard to win on the road. It's hard to win on the road in this tournament and in this league. So if you win on the road, you're a real, and sweep on the road, you're a contender. If you win on the road to open up a sweep, which won't happen. Which won't happen. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't see Atlanta doing it, especially without Almada. Nashville, they could. St. Louis, they're not losing to Kansas. No way. Seattle, Dallas. I don't know. Okay, maybe I could see it there. I'm not sure. Of course, we got Houston winning at home, LAFC winning at home, Philly winning at home. Actually, every home team has won so far. All 5 games. Looks about to be 6. So, we'll see if that turns into 7. As I said, it's hard to win on the road. Sounds nice. Sounds nice over there. Sounds nice. I don't think RSL, the way they played, and Diego Luna might be hurt. I think Houston may just win. I think Houston may just win and sweep at this point. I did say 3 games to start, but Diego Luna being hurt, I don't like that look. I don't. Houston probably sweeps. Again, if RSL gets the penalties, we'll see. What do you think about the St. Louis game later? St. Louis wins 3-1. I mean, seriously, look at what Kansas City did on Wednesday. Kansas City on Wednesday were an absolute joke. They should have won by 3. But they gave San Jose a lot of chances to score as well. St. Louis will make them pay. 3-1, St. Louis. That'll be a sweep. Kansas City, at least they're here. Shouldn't have ended on penalties. Sweep for St. Louis. 2-0 St. Louis. Sweep. It ain't going 3. It ain't going 3. St. Louis have only... I mean, Houston did win the Open Cup. They did beat Miami. No Messi, but they did beat Miami. Vancouver should be nice. Sam Adeniran having a hat trick. Okay, we're not going there. I think he'll score. I need to see the 11s. Hold on. I think we're on about time. St. Louis. I have St. Louis or draw. I don't think you need that draw. But hey, if you want that crutch to get the bet right, good for you. I don't think you need the draw. I think you'll be fine. No starting 11s yet. Well, there you go. I don't think you need the crutch, but hey, if it helps you. I think you'll be fine with just straight up St. Louis, but hey, if it makes you feel more comfortable, take the crutch. I'm just glad I have a team in the playoffs. Exactly. Which way, though? Which way, though? towards St. Louis or against St. Louis? That's playing both sides. Come on now. Come on now. How's it going to get ugly? Don't play both sides. We don't play both sides here. We call it like we see it. We call it like we see it here. We don't play both sides. Just wide for Red Bulls. But I can see Eastern Conference has good stats between Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Crew, and other like Orlando. I actually had Orlando finishing second this season, like at the start. So, just wide for Red Bulls, Manuel. See you later. See you later. Cross in, header. I mean, St. Louis, Kansas, I mean, I didn't really expect that to be the rivalry, but then Kansas basically took this Soccer City USA thing and they sort of made it a rivalry. I guess because, well, no. St. Louis and Kansas are in the same conference and Chicago and St. Louis aren't, so that's probably why it's a rivalry. I was thinking Chicago-St. Louis would be the rivalry, but no. Not like baseball. Sadly. I was thinking Chicago. Da Bears. Da Bears. Touchdown. Da Bears. Speaking of Chicago, St. Louis SKC rivalry was always destined to happen. Yeah, but then you have Chicago, St. Louis. But that doesn't really seem like a rivalry. But hey, if they're both in the East at the same time, go to Alaska. Go to Alaska. Do you think Cincinnati and Philadelphia will be a tough game? Because my mind tells me that game's really tough, difficult. Yeah, I think it will be a tough game. And I think Cincinnati wins. I think Philadelphia, had they not tried to firebomb their own dressing room, figuratively, not literally, but figuratively, with the Ali Bedoya and Kai Wagner things, you know what? If they didn't try to freaking firebomb their locker room, they probably would beat Cincinnati. But turns out they went and basically ruined their morale. Like, they'll do enough to beat the Revs, but then they play Cincinnati, and it's probably going off the rails quickly. And it's a one-legged tie. And it's in Cincinnati. So I wouldn't be shocked if Philly pulled the upset. Or let me put it like this. I'd be shocked if Philly pulled the upset. Not that shocked, but I'd be a little bit intrigued. They shouldn't pull the upset. But I could see them still doing it. But they're going to have to rebuild their morale pretty quickly. Cincinnati's fraudulent too, so I mean, they're both could be picked off by each other. Like, Cincinnati could be upset by Philly, and Philly probably will lose to Cincinnati, but like, either one could knock off each other. Do I think either of them would lose the Eastern Conference Final to Nashville or Orlando? Yes. Or, I mean, well, honestly, I think whoever wins the Orlando-Nashville tie is going to the Eastern Final. I think it's Orlando, but I could see Nashville if they won the tie going further. I would think they would lose. Either of them are going to lose to Orlando or Nashville. I think they could beat the Crew or Atlanta, but Orlando or Nashville, though, I think they would lose. Not too sure between Orlando and Crew because they have perfect players, including Rossi, but they could beat Cucho Hernandez. Imagine Man City versus Salt Lake. They would kill them. Man City would kill any MLS team. Even with their second 11, they would kill any MLS team. Like, I would... I mean, Erling Haaland, if he plays even 30 minutes, he's probably scoring a hat trick. Haaland will probably score a hat trick in 30 minutes. Flat. '70th minute. Oh, it's the 69th minute. Nice. Lol. Wild. Pretty much. Oh, and then by the way, if an MLS team were to play... Oh. That's exactly between Liga MX and MLS. 70th minute. 70th minute. Yep. Bopenza's coming in, finally. Playing through, brought down. Mosquera, 71st minute. .240. We got Luciano Acosta to take the corner. Cross in. Header cleared. Cincinnati looks like they're going to hold on. Or hold tight, hold firm, whatever you want to call it. CONCACAF has Liga MX first ranking, MLS in second. I mean, makes sense. I would say that makes sense. I would say it makes sense. Aaron Bopenza for Dominique Badji. '73rd minute, 2-0. That's true. Playing forward. Foul, free kick. Be a free kick for Red Bull. For 2 Oilers. Bupensa gets a yellow card. I mean, Baji wasn't great, and Bupensa hasn't been great either. Makes you wonder about Cincinnati. Acosta tried to block the free kick himself, and he got some air. That was nice. I wish I could jump that high. What, I'm about as tall as Acosta. I wish I could jump that high. Like a one-man wall. It was just Luciano Acosta, and he almost actually got to that. If Red Bull don't score, don't think they'll do better at home. They look tired. Maybe they shouldn't have scored themselves out in that wild card game. But hey, at least you had a playoff masterclass for the first time in 14 years. I know it took you ages. Hey, the Rangers are playing well so far. New York Rangers are playing well so far this year in the NHL. Like, think about it like this, right? When it comes down to it, about in this sport, Red Bull, I would say, Red Bull's most known playoff situation was when Josie Altidore and Sasha Kleshin got into a fight. That's something I'll never forget. Now it's the second thing I'll never forget about Red Bulls in the playoffs, because they did have the 5-2 win. So, I mean, if you think about it, remember when Josie and Sasha Kleshin got into a fight in the tunnel? Headed away by Mosquera. Touchdown Chargers right before the end of the half, 23-7. Elias Manuel gets a yellow card. Carmona for Barlow. Brennan Vasquez blocked away. I've actually Bupensa ruined that one. Obino Nwobodo, here comes Brandon Vasquez, and he lets it go and doesn't get back to it. You know you could have ran with that at your feet. I don't know why you just, hey, I'm going to pass it forward and then make the run. No, you could have ran with it at your feet. Good job. Could have ran with it at your feet. That would have been smart. Whoop, 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 whoop. 79th minute. Cincy's definitely going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, I would agree with that. Cross in. I would agree with that. And then losing to Orlando. Hi-oh! Hi-oh! '80th minute. Hoping Nashville beat Orlando, but I don't know. I don't see it. 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Luquinhas. Red Bulls have played better in the second half. They've played better. I don't know if it's enough, though. Here we go. Roman Burke, Markinich. Asylum Polito will start. Okay, there you go. He will start. Save. Need away. Pupenza. I probably should watch that Messi Meets America thing. That'll be Yu Kubo coming on for Junior Moreno. Yep. With 8 minutes to go plus stoppage time. As he does. Yu Kubo for Junior Moreno. Hmm. '82nd minute. Really good 11 for St. Louis. I agree. Still 2-0. Especially Nilsson starting at center back. Who do you think scores for St. Louis? And who for the other team, if yes? I think we'll see Daniel Shallowy getting one for Kansas City. For St. Louis, I think João Klaus, Edward Leuven, and I guess we'll see You know what? Yeah, we'll see a Sam Adeniran substitute goal. Yeah. So, Klaus, Leuven, and Adeniran. Yeah. 84th minute. Klaus, Leuven, Adeniran. Yeah. 84th minute. Cross in. Headed away. Luquinhas. Shot. Past the post. It was boring-ish. It was boring-ish. Let's see. See matches. I want to see something here. Hopefully we have one series staying per day. That doesn't help me. Why do I sound like Boomhauer? Why did I sound like Boomhauer there? Boomhauer. 85th minute, 2-0. Are they taking off Luciano Acosta? I wouldn't do that yet. But okay. I wouldn't do that yet, but all right. So, 1 on the 6th. Hopefully RSL Houston goes on. 2 on the 7th. I can see one of those games. Keep going. Wednesday, New England, Philly. LAFC, Vancouver. I can see that going 3 games. That might be a sweep. Huh. Oh, okay. Game 2, game 2, game 2, game 2. Game 2. Four. Those are game 2s. 5, 6, 7, 8. Game 3, game 3. 3, 3, 3. Then the international break. They don't have the playoff games after that in. Mosquera with a throw in 87th minute. Yeah. I just hope there's like 1 game per day on the third rounds. On the third games. So I don't lose any match days. At best, I'm losing. At worst, I'm probably losing 2 match days because I don't see those triple days having all 3 sweeps. Those 2 single days, though, that might be a little bit more harsh. So, it'll be interesting, I'll have to say. '88th minute. So far, I thought Dynamo would win game 1. I thought Dynamo would win the series. LAFC would win the series. Philadelphia and Cincinnati. So, the wild cards didn't count in the bracket challenge, but I did get the Charlotte Red Bulls game wrong. But shot, goal! Alvaro Barreal puts away a third. And it's 3-0 Cincinnati, and that'll probably do it. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. I'll give them a win. Screw it. Yeah, Red Bulls ain't scoring 3. Not in that short amount of time. 3-0 Cincinnati. At least on what counts. 4-0. Or a portion of 4-0. Halfway to 4-0. Let's put it like that. Because, I mean, 2 games, you know, put you through. But Barrial gets the goal with a minute to go. Let's see if they just blow the whistle. Or will we play stoppage time? I would hate it if we did. St. Louis versus Sporting. Cross in. Blocked away. Barrial to clear. Yep. Certified Cincy beatdown. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. '90th minute. 5 minutes of stoppage time. They're really going to do this. Okay. All right. That's all, folks. Dead Bulls finished. Frankie Amai gets a yellow card. 5 minutes of stoppage time, really? Huh. Ain't that some? Somebody wearing a USL FC Cincinnati kit. I respect it. So 2 games tomorrow. You do not want to play Cincy. 2 games tomorrow. A game off or a day off, at least for MLS on Tuesday. Wednesday finishes game 1s. Friday starts game 2s. Sergio Santos and Pinto coming on for Cincinnati. For Brandon Vasquez, Columbus wins Wednesday. Columbus don't play Wednesday. They don't play Monday. They play Wednesday. They're not playing any games in MLS on Halloween, though, which is just weird. Brandon Vasquez for Sergio Santos. And Luciano Costa's off for Pinto. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But I guess they don't want to take away Halloween from the kids in Atlanta. Besides, they don't think their numbers, I guess, will be as good if they play on Halloween, which is stupid because you think Thanksgiving would be worse. And they played on Thanksgiving, so what do I know? With a Colorado game, no less. Like, that was genius. '93rd minute, or 92:30, 3-0 Cincinnati. And right now it's 9 p.m. Central, so 10 p.m. Eastern, if you're talking about actual time. 93rd minute. I agree, but I'm just saying they played on Thanksgiving Day a couple of years ago. Like, why are you not playing on Halloween? You're afraid of Halloween? I could have sworn Toronto versus Atlanta was on Halloween in 2019. It was on Halloween. So you didn't have a problem back then with a game with Atlanta. Doesn't matter. I still got some CONCACAF games, so it's fine. See you in a couple of minutes. Plays forward. Those tomorrow. I could make the thumbnails now and then put them up tomorrow, but yeah. Yuya Kubo clears. Just throws him over. 94th minute. Yes, I don't know why they didn't play on Halloween. 1 minute to go. $20 seconds or 10 seconds. We actually look good for a team that barely snuck into the playoffs. Exactly. So, Bupenza goes down. Seconds to go. Blocked away. Free kick. And that should be it. 95th minute. Habs versus Vegas tomorrow night. What do you say? Vegas wins. But like by a goal or two. Not like 4. It'll be like by a goal or 2. Vegas wins, though. I'm not going to go so far as to say the Habs are going to beat Vegas. I'm not going to do that. Not yet, at least. Bupenza doesn't get his goal, I guess. Well, I mean, he sort of made a stupid run, so he did it to himself. And there we go. Full time for Red Bull versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati wins 3-0 and takes the 1-0 lead in the series. There you go. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is, tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, subscribe, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. We'll see you in a couple of minutes for the St. Louis City versus Sporting Kansas City game live stream, and then we'll review the match after it's over. There you go. But I'll see you in a couple of minutes. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.